Okay, so I think that you're definitely going to see some bans from Elyon towards the jungle. That the first thing that might be banned from DE, or sorry, switch it around. My bad. DE Lunar gonna ban
Kindred.
Kindred. Yeah, because Kindred is actually the main, like, it's a one trick for LMG Gunner here. He
Okay,
has, I
okay.
think, almost over 200 games of it.
Oof, I'd ban that too. Jesus.
Yeah, yeah, over 200 games, like, across two accounts. Like, I would get that out of there
Oh yeah,
instantly.
definitely. And with that, looks like Nautilus ban definitely gonna be targeting LOL Dizzle and banning out the Thresh. Astro's definitely a big time Thresh player. Was letting me know about that earlier. Definitely good ban. Banning out
Yeah,
the Anivia there too.
and Loki definitely, like, I think he has over 150 games played of Nautilus. Definitely a Nautilus one trick at support.
Man
So
after my own heart.
yeah, I mean, I love Nautilus support too. I think it's a great pick. I just think it's underrated.
Indeed. And with that, immediately getting rid of the Trundle, definitely dwindling down the jungle, the jungler's picks here, getting rid of his not only top tier, but quite possibly his second tier pick as well. Let's see how they respond. Banning out the Zaya.
Zaya is a ban against Lawin, I think. I think Lawin has a lot of games played on Zaya. Definitely over a 50% win rate with it.
Definitely a good ban there. Are we about to get a team-up pick for top lane?
No way.
Yes way.
Come on.
Please pick Teemo. Please. Oh no.
Yeah, I got that. There we go.
It's Mundo.
There's that safe, consistent pick.
I wanted Teemo.
Everyone always wants Teemo, but, like, unless you're in Korea, you're not gonna get it.
Sage, you need to talk to your team. I know you're in Twitch chat right now. I want Teemo. But it looks like Mundo's going to have to do a little battling against Aatrox. Aatrox is kind of strong right now. But if Mundo gets ahead, he is an unkillable monster. So that will be a fun matchup to see. And immediately grabbing the Alistar for their support. I think that's a very smart move here. Seeing they don't want their supports pool getting smaller and smaller as time passes.
Yeah, Alistair just being, like, consistent playmaker support. The headbutt polarize combo, like, with AoE knockup. It's a potent tool, both in lane and out.
Indeed. Definitely a lot of great combo plays. But to counteract both Aatrox and the Alistar, gonna grab Sejuani. I think that's a very good pick here, especially with how tanky she can be, and that passive of hers that kind of lets her be immune to CC for a little bit. And then grabbing the Kennen. So I'm wondering, this is a Kennen mid lane. Definitely liking that pick.
It might be a Kennen mid lane. I think Lawin might have actually practiced Kennen AD, or
Kennen ADC?
that might be the other way around, actually. No, like, this, the AD for DE Lunar has practiced Kennen.
Okay.
So, hey, maybe that's a Kennen bottom lane. And I think Kennen against the Quinn could be a fair matchup, as long as you land your shuriken with those stuns off.
I definitely agree. This will be a very interesting bot lane if that is a Kennen ADC. And with that, we are getting rid of the Taric. Definitely something you don't want to see in this game, especially with someone like Kennen, Sejuani, and Mundo in there, making the unkillable more unkillable.
Yeah, like, tanks get even tankier. Your Kennen gets a free Zhonya's that he can move around with while he's ulting. Like, that's just not fun to play against at all.
Oh, I actually want to kind of do that myself now.
Yeah, it sounds like a pretty dirty combo. I would not mind playing that.
Yeah. But we got a ban for Zen Wow, as I like to call him, but his actual
Oh,
name.
really? I call him Win Now.
Win Now? I call him Zen Wow! Because when he comes in, you're just like, wow, what is this damage? And then you're dead.
Right?
But the next thing you know, they are like, you know what? We're going to ban the Cassiopeia, getting rid of the Snake Lady herself. Definitely don't want to deal with that, especially with such a hard engaged team they have. Cassiopeia would just not... Oh. Actually, wait. ELG banned Cassiopeia. That's weird. Do you think they would
I would
want
say... Okay, so I would say the ban is just because DE Lunar's mid laner, sub mid laner, Firefox, I'm just gonna call him Firefox, has practiced it.
Okay.
So maybe they're just like, okay, like, we think that's a Kennen ADC pick. we don't want to play against the Cassiopeia, so we'll just take Cassiopeia away. But what I am kind of surprised is their mid laner is an Anivia main. Like, has a lot of games on Anivia, almost 50, pretty decent win rate. You leave it up, that's kind of like just throwing the gauntlet and saying, hey, pick your main.
Yeah. But definitely here, that is a Kennen in the mid lane scene that we do have a Caitlyn Nami bot lane. Definitely liking that bot lane. But I feel like it's going to be very dangerous once Quinn hits a certain level, because she can kind of easily engage. But with the Nami there, that should be able to mitigate some of that, because as soon as she vaults in, she can bubble her right away if timed right. So it should be very interesting. And with that, we will have Syndra versus Kennen. Don't know how that matchup goes too well. I'm not much of a mid lane player, but I'm going to give it up to the Syndra in terms of damage. But I feel like Kennen has better outplay potential because of his speed ups and stuns.
I would say that in lane, I'd give it to Syndra, right? Because Syndra, if Kennen ever wants to even get close, she'll just use her, I don't know her abilities, unfortunately, or the names of them, but she'll just knock Kennen away.
Powerball and dodgeball is what I like to call it.
Okay, so let's say she'll use her dodgeball, right, and force Kennen away. Either just push him away, or get the stun off. And if Kennen ults during that, it's just a wasted ultimate.
Indeed.
But in fights, that's a little harder for the Syndra to do, because you typically see Syndras using their stuns for harass, for engage potential.
Okay.
So you see Syndra burn that early, then Kennen is like, okay, I can go in. The other thing that Kennen has to be careful for, though, in these team fights is the Alistar and the Gragas. That's a lot of disengage that Slicing Maelstrom might not be able to cut through.
Indeed.
What I am kind of surprised about here is that... Oh, wait, Anivia was banned. My bad. I wasn't paying attention to that.
No, it's all good, yeah. Anivia was banned, so definitely getting rid of that Anivia 1 tricking. Definitely, both these teams did a lot of their homework, getting rid of the, I guess you could say, 1 tricks of each of the teams, kind of forcing them maybe on their second or even third best. But for the jungle, I'm more favoring towards Sejuani.
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention. You see that DE Lunar tossed 4 bans at Elyon's jungler, which means that... And Elyon's jungler, you'd think, right, with four bans, like, you might just go down tier list.
Yep.
Graves was open. Nocturne was open. Both of those are very strong junglers, but instead he opts for the Gragas, who is that, can build damage, but probably ends up being tankier anyway.
Yeah.
Jungler. So I'm kind of surprised that you go for Gragas over Graves and Nocturne just straight up off of tier list, because both Graves and Nocturne can clear way faster than Sejuani can. You clear faster, you level up faster. And it's not as though the lanes for Elyon have bad gank setup, which is kind of what Graves lacks. Like, he can get in there, but he has very little CC other than the smoke grenade, which is a potent slow.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm kind of surprised that Elyon doesn't go for Graves, because it is up. Or Nocturne, because I think both of those would work really well.
Got a little witty banter going on in Twitch chat. Team's easy now. You guys are in game, so focus on the game, guys. But so I'm just interested because I feel like they were better picks than the Gragas, especially seeing he blind pick Gragas. I guess it's a safer pick, if he tried to pick, say, the Nocturne or even
considering it's a Sejuani, I don't think that's it's a bad blind pick.
Not at all. Because now he's somewhat tanky, can kind of handle it. His team can rotate in time if she decides to invade or do anything spicy. So I think that's a fair pick, so to speak. Now what's going to be interesting is once Quinn hits level 6...
There's that roaming potential.
Yeah. And also, too, now that I'm looking at this, that's an Alistar mid and Syndra support.
Oh, you're right. Unless Astro and what do you call it? Oh, he decided to just swap out here.
Maybe. But
Because-
we will see.
Because you do see that Oni has exhaust, right?
Yeah.
Like, maybe they just decided, okay, let's lane swap on them. I mean, like, you could be right, though. Like,
Yeah.
if it's BSG, anything is possible.
Indeed, but I can see them potentially, once they get to
Going for the
lane,
swap.
swapping, just because maybe Astro's a better Syndra player than Oni. But we will see what happens here as we're loading in. Looking at the skins, looks like some people spent a little bit of money here, getting the Super Cannon and Pool Party Caitlyn, brand new skin out there. If you're gonna spend money, buy me some
It's a
skins.
nice skin. It's a nice skin, honestly. I have that skin.
Of course, it's a nice skin. Sure.
Just
Easy
saying,
on-
like,
Easy on the eyes, huh?
let's not talk about that. I was actually like thinking about the auto attack animation.
Mm-hmm. Sure,
It's
you are.
really clean.
Yeah. But Santa Grog is here, looking sexy AF. Gotta love it.
Yeah, I mean, he's
SKT1
in-
Alistar, honing in those inner SKT1 skills when they were in their prime, of course, folks. Not
Yeah,
now.
I was gonna say. I think current SKT
Ooh.
is.
Or maybe he may
Advertise.
perform like current SKT. Who knows?
Oof.
Let's hope not. That'd be scary.
Scary for who? This is the real question.
That is too scary for who. But got the Justicar Aatrox, very nice skin, very majestic. Standard
What you
Mundo
do
skin,
gotta-
can't go
what
wrong.
you do gotta notice though is 4 skins to 5. Skins get wins, ladies
And
and
that's
gentlemen.
an SKT1 Syndra skin as well. And I think that's from a different season.
Yeah, one is season 5, I think. The other is season 6.
Oh,
And I got the spectator buff.
so did I.
So
One moment,
We're
folks,
gonna-
as we try to. Oh, well, I can fix this. I can fix this.
you're friends with one of them, right?
Yes, I am.
And I'll just be able to piggyback off of you.
I am getting in right now. Sorry about that, folks. One moment while we load back in.
Yeah, this is just a common spectator bug. Like, it's really unfortunate, but
I think it's
So-
happened recently since the patch update.
yeah, like ever since this patch came through, there's just been the spectator bug. It's made it kind of frustrating. You want to know something interesting?
What's that?
Caitlyn has Glacial Augment
Oh,
and Sorcery, so there's no bonus attack speed. It's all AD.
Is that no? It's domination.
No, that's Sorcery. The Domination tree is an axe. You see it on Aatrox's.
Oh, you're right. Ooh.
Oh wait, no, that's not. Okay, that's precision. My bad. So that's attack speed. My bad.
Oh, okay.
So it's a lot of attack speed. Never mind.
Yeah, so it looks like we are loading into the game there, folks. While we do that, let me do my usual thing. Scoreboard, time control, and chat. Bada boom, bada bing.
Okay, there we go.
And we are
I'm
going in.
at 27 seconds right now.
So am I. 28, 29, 30.
30.
All right, looks like we're
So
gonna do
what I-
Oh, go ahead.
What I will say about that Glacial Augment is that if this isn't Alistar support, which is what it looks like, it looks like they are swapping. Glacial Augment can make it difficult for Alistar to engage if he just takes one auto, because then he can't get into headbutt range as easily. It's something that, you know, as someone who likes playing Alistar myself, it's really frustrating to play against, and yeah, I hate having to deal with that.
I can believe it. That would be very annoying. But it looks like both junglers will be starting on the bot side here, more than likely. Getting that extra leash from the AD carry supports. Couple of pings going out, so nothing too crazy. But I definitely see.
Aatrox is being a little aggressive with his positioning, looking for if the jungle start is there.
Getting on a little bit of vision. But I'm definitely going to be looking to see how Caitlyn plays her.
Oh.
Ooh, nice poke. Running Meteor too. Very
Spicy.
nice.
By the way, Battle Axe doesn't have flash.
Wow.
He lost his flash. Okay.
Interesting. So, definitely be looking for some ganks happening early in top lane. Especially because
I don't know when he burned that or why he burned that, but
he did.
it's definitely not good for him.
Especially when there's champion like Aatrox that can definitely get on top of you rather quickly.
Yeah, those procs of the Darkened Blade definitely gonna hurt.
And this Caitlyn Nami lane is doing exactly what I expected, poking when they can, kind of just calmly CSing, bullying them out of lane, just trying to dominate that lane before Quinn does hit 6.
Alistar level 1 is not very potent, especially against an Enchanter support.
But never mind
Not
with
very
that.
fun to
Quinn
play.
is going to get a little bit of damage off, but not enough because Nami will ebb and flow herself to get a little bit of health back. So, nice little trade between the two.
You see that because Alistar walked towards the tower, he missed out on CS, and he's still level 1 here against the double level 2 of the bottom lane of Elyon. Or, sorry, not Elyon, of DE Lunar. I keep getting them mixed up.
Yeah. But nothing too crazy going on right now. Just standard CSing, just farming out. People getting their items.
And such as it is, like, Dr. Mundo is just getting completely shoved in here. The cleaver is not working as well for CSing. And if he just gets lane shoved into tower like this, he's just in a really bad spot because he can't really commit for an engage because he lacks flash. You see him pop the Burning Agony here to get some damage back. Unfortunately for Skylancer, he doesn't find the right procs with Darkened Blade, so he ends up taking the bad end of that. But Battle Axe did pop his potion. So I guess a little more even now in the top lane. But, you know, Battle Axe being down that flash just means that LNG should try to look for a gank here as the wave bounces. But instead, here in the bottom lane, a lot of action.
A lot of action coming out. Ooh, nice nice headbutt and combo coming out from the Alistar. Going to get a lot of damage onto this Nami. Nami is going to do a nice bubble. Quinn is going to have to flash away. So that is a flash heal coming out of the Quinn and a flash exhaust coming out the Alistar. And there are 3 summoners on the side of DE Lunar. Very nice bot lane play.
Really disciplined from Loki to not burn flash in that situation, even though he got caught up by it. What happened there is that even though Alistar found a really good headbutt into a or he found a really good flash pulverize into a headbutt under tower, there were still minions tanking up the tower for top lane.
First blood over to Aatrox. Very nice play. Just exactly as you said, that flash is missing, and Aatrox took huge advantage of it. Definitely going to be snowballing this lane.
Yeah, so there were still minions attacking tower in the bot lane, which meant Nami wasn't taking aggro. Just able to walk out like that. But in the top lane, Aatrox just abusing the fact that his opponent burned flash very early. And here in the bottom lane, Elyon's jungler looking for a gank. He's over the wall. There is a control ward in the bush. So if he went over, would be able to find them. But he lets the control ward die. And even with that first blood, you'd think that Elyon should be 400 gold up, but now they're only about 200, which implies CS lead, and I think it's mostly in the bottom lane here.
Yeah.
And also, it's like spread out between bottom and jungle, because Quinn, you know, while Quinn has a lot of that single target damage, her ability to shove waves isn't as strong in the bottom lane. Because when she's playing in top lane, she's playing against typically melees.
Yeah.
So which means she's just able to clear the wave shove in.
Alistar gets hit by the bubble. Gonna walk into the trap, take a little bit of damage there as well. Caitlin's gonna get a lot of damage off. Ooh, gets 2 headshots. No, 3 headshots off there. Nami's gonna continue to be aggressive, take a tower shot, but will back out safely. Quinn is gonna have to back here.
Yeah, Quinn just walking up really aggressively there. Like, it happens off the back of Alistar looking for a headbutt pulverize, but just not finding it. Instead, he pulverizes early, which means there's no way for him to get out.
Nice way to come out from the Aatrox. Gets a nice chain. Going to do a lot of damage here. Mundo's healing is going to get reduced, so that's a very nice pick. Picking the Aatrox. I did forget about that passive of his.
This is the second time I've seen Elyon's jungler just looking for a gank in bottom lane, and then just standing there and backing. If anything, I would say he might just try to look for deep vision. He might look for jungle camps, try to track their...
Kennen's going to be here. He is level 6. Going to get a beautiful ult off. Going to flash for it. Going to get a beautiful attack. And Kennen gets the kill onto Syndra. Well played from the Kennen. Nice drive from the Syndra that back him up. Aatrox is going to ult here. Going to activate his ring. Nice flash coming out so he does not get trapped in there. But he is going to activate his ult and get out of there safely. Going to take some tower shots. And he's going to be able to walk out as he resurrects.
Just wanted the res for more health, I guess. But now he's might get pinched by the Sejuani here, but Sej doesn't have ultimate. I don't think she should be looking for this, especially because he can have Gragas.
Gonna go in, does not have ult. Sejuani thinks she can get it. Is gonna get a lot of damage off. Those minions are there to help him out,
Aatrox
though.
can still turn this around, though. Look at
Gragas
this.
is here. He's gonna. Oh, Gragas is gonna come in, do a little belly flap, nice flash, and gets the kill. Well played from the Gragas.
Oh, TP.
Oh wait, he went down the tower.
turret.
Execution feels
execute.
bad. Doesn't even get the kill in return. Very, very well played by that team.
So what happened in mid lane is that Sejuani flashed forward to land the ultimate, which means that she didn't have the flash to escape from Aatrox's damage. And there's a two level discrepancy between Sejuani and Aatrox. It was incredibly aggressive from the Sej to look for that fight. But here in the bottom lane, you see Quinn getting hit up by the bubble, hit up by
nice
the
play coming out.
headshot,
And Quinn
Ignite.
goes down to Nami. You got a TP coming in hot for the Aatrox. Looks like he's going to try to do something here. Kaylin is going to get a lot of damage off. Is going to be taped by the tower. Does go down to the Alistar. Aatrox is down here to clean up. Is going to get the kill and gives it over to Astro on the Syndra. This team's rotations are clean, effective, and smooth.
Yeah, you
Well
even see
played.
that Kennen tried to channel his TP. And then he canceled it.
Knew it was a lost cause.
Yeah, like he doesn't even have ultimate quite up yet. So if he just TPs in there, he dies.
And talking about rotation, immediately as soon as he TP... Oh, wait, never mind. He's going to come in after Kennen. Kennen is going to zip-zap away and get out of the chain. But it looks like Aatrox is going to try to get a little bit more damage. Does get quite a bit of damage off, but will back away, seeing that Kennen can stun him. But as I was saying about the rotation, very well executed. As soon as Aatrox CP, Gragas went immediately top to cover that lane so Mundo could not push it as well as he wanted to. But Quinn's going to get a nice vault and get some damage off. But Kaylin just hurts way too much right now. City going to BF Solo versus 2 long. So, ooh, Aatrox is going to catch out of Syndra. Nice, beautiful ult is going to ult him. But he does have his ult up, so soon you will get resurrected. Nice stun. And rezzed up here. He will get a lot of health back, seeing that his pool was pretty up, and gets out safely. So that was an ult. Actually, 2 ults for 1. Definitely a good favor in terms, well, for ELG there. Ooh, nice Gragas though, separating the two. Ooh, Sejuani was left alone, and Syndra picks up the kill.
Squatting Wolf is playing really aggressively and getting punished for it super hard.
Ooh, nice headbutt pulverize. Gives it onto the Nami. Nami lets out a beautiful ult so she can get away safely. Alistar is going to have to back away. Was not able to get the stun off onto anyone.
I think he wanted to flash headbutt pulverize to Caitlyn, but she went into the bush, which is control warded, which means that Alistar wasn't able to find headbutt.
Nice play. Tried to... Alistar is going to go really aggressive. You're going to get a nice stun off onto the Nami, but Quinn was not able to follow up. Ooh, beautiful shot there. Gonna have to burn the heal. Wonder if he's going to try to ult.
Heal to stay alive, though. Aatrox is just abusing Dr. Mundo now, just shoving the lane in. You can take a look at the CS. 50 to 52. It's really good on Mundo to stay even despite being down 2-0. But...
looks like Syndra is going to be caught out here. Does get a nice Force of Will stun off and will get out safely. But honestly, that passive on Aatrox is just so nice. You have a built-in Executioner calling to really negate a lot of that healing that Mundo does get when he ults, or just in general.
Yeah, that it's like he gets healing off of physical damage that he deals, right?
Mundo?
No, it's like Aatrox.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, so it's like a built-in Death's Dance passive, and it's so frustrating to play against a champion that has.
And he also has that Executioner calling on his, I believe it's Q. So whenever he lands that, it reduces the healing on Mundo, which definitely.
Does it have Grievous Wounds?
Mm-hmm.
Let me check.
Reduces shields and healing.
No, that's just his passive.
Excuse me. Still, just as good. Especially
against
Mundo.
It just means that it's actually better because that means everything he does.
Ooh, nice ult coming out onto the Quinn. Gonna get an Arctic Assault onto the Quinn. Gonna do a beautiful ult coming out from the Nami. Gonna slow down the Quinn. Gonna try to do a little bit of damage here. But Nami's out all by herself and will go down. Maybe. Yep, will go down to the Syndra. Syndra uses the Force of Will. Caitlyn, nope. Sejuani gets a return kill onto the Gragas. A lot of the damage coming out here. Here comes Kennen coming with a beautiful ult. Bam, bam, boom, zappity, boom. And gets a beautiful kill onto the Alistar. And Sejuani gets a kill on the Syndra. Nice rotation coming out from DE Lunar. definitely cleaned up those kills. Definitely a lot of kills they need. Is he going to be able to get out? No, does not get out. Going to get a lot more damage. He's going to have to flash away. And with that, DE Lunar will get the first Drake of the game, and it is a Cloud Drake, folks. Definitely something you don't want to see on this Kennen. Looks like Quinn is going to try to pick up a kill here. Ooh, nice flash going to come out. Kennen is going to do a lot of damage here. Is going to be able to get the stun up. Oh, but still gets a kill onto the Sejuani, but dies for it anyway.
I mean, a bit of shutdown gold actually means that Quinn trades favorably there, though.
Mm-hmm.
And up in top lane, this Aatrox is just getting bigger and bigger. He's on the verge of getting that first tower bonus, but it looks like it might be the Caitlyn-Nami combo that gets it instead. Unfortunate for Aatrox. But Alistair looking to prevent this as he can, but I don't think he can do anything. He finds the heads up pulverized and just walks out.
Nope, nope, not too much there. But they will trade it back in return, so not too bad, you know, tower for tower.
Nice, Jinx.
And it looks like Red Team will be looking for this Rift Herald, so I'm going to be expecting to see that being put in mid.
Yeah, I think the mid lane tower. I think the mid lane tower is a bit lower. It's already under half, so if you were to pop the Rift Herald there, it would just die immediately.
Indeed. But this Mundo just can't do anything in that lane right now.
Yeah, now he's almost 20 CS down. Aatrox looking to build what looks like a Black Cleaver first.
Mm-hmm.
But just the innate damage from Aatrox is carrying his lane here really well.
Indeed, especially like I said, that passive just a lot of people don't realize like
how TP getting channeled by Dr. Mundo in bot lane.
Looks like they are doing a lane swap here. Wonder will
I mean, there's nothing left for the bottom lane of DE Lunar to take, so it's a really good idea for them to just go top lane and try to shove the tower down.
If Aatrox doesn't swap, which it looks like he doesn't, this will be a little more favorable in this turn. Actually, no, it's not.
That's a sadism.
Oh man, he took so much damage right there. This is not the lane he wants to be in, actually.
Yeah, he's just doing this to hold the tower, though. It's just because now it's bottom lane. Look at that; they're about to take the tower in top lane. Aatrox is taking a long time to get here, but Sedge is there to back up. Looks to be farming the Krugs at the moment.
Oh no, Grog is now spots her.
Well, now he sees her.
He's not going to do too much. Ooh, Nami misses the bubble. Aatrox is going to get a nice chain onto the Nami, but it doesn't proc. Going to get a lot of damage off. Nami's going to ult. He gets activated his ult, but he will go down immediately. He should still go down here. Nice flash coming out from the Aatrox. Going to miss the Aqua Prison, but it looks like a tower did go down in bot lane. Mundo is super low and will go down. Nice guy, Alistar, giving it over to the Quinn. Looks like, ooh, gonna get healed up there, but Aatrox is going to have to activate that. No, Cannon ult, but nothing is there. Oh
he doesn't
no,
have flash
baby.
up.
Feels bad.
So what happened there for Aatrox to save himself? He threw the Infernal Chains down on Caitlyn. Caitlyn started Ultimate Channel, but the moment Ultimate was about to go off, the chains pulled her and like stopped her Ultimate from going through.
Very, very nicely played coming out from the Aatrox there.
100% plan.
Feels bad for the Kennen there, trying to ult in, but did not have flash.
Yeah, you got to think that Firefox here, or Fire of the Fox, rather, wanted to just pop Slicing Maelstrom and flash over the wall, but then realized he didn't have flash after he already popped all.
Yeah, quite misplay. But as we
said,
Rift Herald down in the mid lane, so this will put them in a tower lead. Quinn going to do starting to do a lot of damage here. Does already have her Storm Razor as well as Caitlyn.
Just gotta prevent. Yeah, there we go. That's okay. Just gotta prevent the Rift Herald from getting in that second hit, and it's prevented.
And that puts them only 100 gold behind, but there still are 2 kills ahead.
Effectively equal. Yeah. Look at that.
Looks like Alistar was trying to go off for something, but decided not to do anything spicy and decides to back off. Twin Shadows is going to spot out the Quinn, so she's going to have to back off as well.
I think that's a really interesting first item from a Nami, especially when you have Ardent Sensor available, and Caitlyn is someone who loves to get more attack speed. And, you know, more AP means Nami's heal is stronger, you get the healing and shielding power from Ardent Sensor. I don't think there's any reason to not build it overall.
So for me,
other than to like look for catching out.
For me, I like that idea, especially seeing that there is a Quinn in the game. You pop that, you can find out if Quinn's trying to fly towards you and Mach speed 17. So I think that was a very good first item.
Quinn might actually be able to outrun those.
Yeah, but if Quinn's flying towards you and you proc it, it will hit her.
That's true.
or even if you see that one of your ghosts are kind of like chasing some. Oh, beautiful play coming out from the Alistar is going to catch up to Nami, and Nami is going to go down. Feels bad. But Kennen here is actually putting in work on this Aatrox here right now. And it looks like Elyon Gaming. Ooh, nice stun coming out onto the Caitlyn, but won't really be able to do anything with it. Alistar is going to go into the jungle and clear some vision out.
So now Elyon has a really small gold lead. Like, and it kind of feels like the way they're playing is a lot more confident. I think they're making more proactive plays than reactive plays.
Indeed.
It's just that Caitlyn getting a little bit caught out here.
No. Ooh, does survive it. Kennen coming in beautifully with a beautiful play. Does get a kill on the Syndra. Is gonna take down the Aatrox passive. He's gonna try to walk away here, but does not get a lot of help back. Aatrox is nice play, but Aatrox is going to get out safely. Beautiful knockup. Aatrox is gonna do a little bit more damage. Alistar is there to tank it. He will be the sacrificial lamb. Will he? No, he will get out safely. Nice flash coming out. Caitlyn does get the kill thanks to an Aqua Prison from Nami.
Yeah, Syndra just overstepping there a little bit too much. She looks for the kill on Caitlyn, but in this, like, by missing the stun, just means that the unleashed power isn't good enough for the kill, and Kennen is just able to run in there, pop his ult, get that slicing maelstrom down, flash in, kill Syndra, pop Aatrox's ultimate, and that means that DE Lunar starts running away with a bit more of a lead than Elyon.
That Ocean Drake is definitely something to need, especially with Mundo and Caitlyn, seeing that Caitlyn does like to try to siege towers, so that poke and run combination definitely is going to be nice, especially with someone like Kennen and a Mundo in there as well. Mundo's definitely going to love that Ocean Drake.
Yeah, and it's another Cloud Drake coming up next, and as you said, Kennen definitely happy to get that movement speed. The more movement speed he needs, like, you'll just pop E, become Pikachu, and run straight at you with the slicing maelstrom, get all that stun, all that damage down. Like, Kennen loves the air drakes.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely gonna clear out some vision here from both sides. Definitely a good vision control here. Definitely trying to make sure that they don't got no sneakies coming in, especially with that Quinn. Like I said before, as soon as now that she's 6, she can just fly into wherever she wants.
And the other thing is that this Kennen is huge. Almost 20 CS up on Syndra, 303, has Zanya's completed, has Hextech Proto Belt completed. There's so much damage on him that I don't think that any one member of Elyon Gaming can answer him very efficiently.
Now, if they catch Kennen out, though, he will have to either pop his alt Zonias or have to pop his Zonias. So if they can catch him out, they can definitely get rid of a lot of those useful tools in his kit. It looks like Kennen is going to try to do something here, but decides to back off, seeing that it was a Gragas and Alistar. Don't really want to deal with that.
Yeah, but the smart play from Fire of the Fox here is that he's just staying on the sidelines pretty consistently.
Oh, man. Aatrox.
Battle Axe, just consistently using his flash very prematurely.
Yeah, but honestly, I would have flashed too. He was taking so much damage right there. Like, I don't understand. Like, he just can't 1v1 his Aatrox too much. Ooh,
Yeah,
but
considering
Sigourney
how
is going to
much
come in there
armor
and
he
get a
has,
nice.
it's really
Ooh, beautiful
That's a
Gragas
really
ult
good
knocking
explosive
away
cast.
the Kennen. That ult was used, but nice ult coming out from Sejuani. Gragas, all three of them get knocked up. Looks like they are going to get the passive onto. I wonder who it's going to be. Looks like it will be the Alistar. Alistar is going to do. Oh wait, never mind. Quinn did try to flank. Is going to come in. Aatrox is coming in with a beautiful ult. Ooh, Quinn gets a beautiful double kill onto the Nami and Caitlyn. Aatrox gets a double kill onto the Kennen and Sejuani. Beautiful flank coming out from the Quinn. Lack of vision there, ever so
like,
slightly.
Finding that great TP. This is Baron for sure. There's no contest
100%.
possible. Unless it's the Cleaver of Destiny.
Oh my god, Cleaver of Destiny? Yes, please.
But it looks like Battle Axe. You know, no flash, no TP. He's just gonna let this go.
Yeah. But
That's a
honestly,
smart
that
thing
all
to do.
happened thanks to a lack of vision coming from DE Lunar there that allowed the Quinn to flank from the side and get off a lot of damage. And then
Well, I mean, so what happens there for DE Lunar is that they think they can keep forcing the engage onto those three members, and for the most part they do. They have Glacial Prism from Sejuani. They have the Tidal Wave. They have Kennen Slicing Maelstrom. They have all their tools they want for engage, but the problem is that that even though they use each of them, there was some answer from Elyon. There's Alistar headbutting a member out. There's Syndra finding a good Force Pulse and stunning 3 members. There's Gragas finding a fantastic explosive cast, which means that those 3 members are able to stall out long enough for Jerv Bear to find that really great flank on the Quinn, for Skylancer to get that incredible TP off for the Aatrox, and now that all the ultimates were down for DE Lunar, you just see Elyon smash that fight away. They lose Baron off of it.
And with that, looks like they will be trying to push mid here. Looks like Quinn and Aatrox are going to split the side lane, so it looks like a 1-3-1 combination coming out from Elyon Gaming. Very, very, very nice. Looks like Quinn is going to back off, seeing that Kennen was there, and re-merge with her team here, trying to push into this mid tower. Because Mundo can't answer Aatrox right now.
No, not at all. Especially now that Aatrox has the Baron buff up on the minions. Like,
looks like Mundo is going to try. Mundo does some damage, but Aatrox is able to get out of there nice and safely. Nami was trying to come in, gonna try to land Aqua Prison, but doesn't get it. But will get the proc off the Twin Shadows to slam down. Ooh, nice force will coming out onto Sejuani, but she's rather tanky, so it doesn't really phase her. I'm very surprised not to see
Aatrox is just so content to shove the lane in here.
Yeah, no one's there to stop him. Mundo is going to have to activate his ult defensively so he can get some health back and save this tower.
So what I think is kind of curious... Oh, never mind.
Wait, oh, beautiful play coming out from Syndra. Using the Force of Will to get a beautiful stun onto that. Alistar is coming in hot. Ooh, Quinn gets a kill over there. Kennen is coming in hot. Gonna do a lot. Gragas ult still there, but Kennen is going to get a kill. He does have Zonia up still. Will he be able to get out of there safely? He sure will. Looks like he is gonna go back in for some more. He is gonna do some damage. Ooh, Caitlyn gets a nice stun on that. Actually, not stun. Ult with the sniper shot. Feels good. Ace in a hole. Right onto Gragas.
I mean, like you said, Kennen coming in hot does a lot. Able to stall that fight out. Really well played from him there to just, stall. Make sure the tower doesn't fall down very quickly. What I was going to say is that it's curious to me for Elyon Gaming. You have a composition that can 1-3-1, or to an extent can 1-3-1. You can just have Quinn clear pushing top lane, Aatrox pushing bot lane, and the rest of your members pressuring mid. You have Baron buff. You can put Baron buff into all three of these lanes, and because they didn't, now Quinn is flying up top to answer that huge wave clear from DU. So, like, a bit lacking on the macro.
Yeah.
And it was a great play finding that insta burst onto Nami. I didn't think they would do it, but I just would have to say they could have pushed their lead a little bit better. But really good from Fire the Fox to find once again another strong ultimate and stall the fight out, so they could turn around onto the Quinn and to the Gragas there.
Indeed, looks like both teams now are seeing that this Drake is up. Definitely don't want the side of DE Lunar to have it. So definitely seeing Elyon Gaming kind of grouping around this dragon, putting down vision, making sure they know exactly where these guys are at.
And it looks like that Elyon Gaming is just starting the dragon up here. They don't have the jungler quite there yet, but DE Lunar doesn't seem to be caring. They're just running it down, shoving the mid lane.
They're about to get pinched.
Well, they do have the way out here. They're not going to get collapsed on very fully, and they are able to get up at top. But they have to be careful. Loki is getting pretty low, and Quinn can just catch people out. And now it's the response from Elyon Gaming here. They said, look, you guys just tried to shove mid. We know how to shove mid. You guys are spending too much time trying to shove top lane out. We're going to punish you for it.
And with that, 5 people moving down mid. Syndra does now have her Banshee build, so she will be able to survive a little bit longer and not initially get stunned out. Ooh, beautiful all coming out from the Nami. Gonna knock up quite a few people. Alistar is gonna get a nice knockup. Nami is gonna flash out. Nice Aqua Prison. Ooh, beautiful Aqua Prison into the Kennen ult. Beautiful stun. But Syndra does get a kill onto the Kennen thanks to that Banshee's Veil. Ooh, Quinn gets a kill onto the Nami. Quinn is going hot, boys. Gets a double kill onto the Caitlyn as well. Alistar is there, gonna get a nice stun, and that is a kill over to Aatrox onto the Sejuani. Moondo's trying what he can. He's gonna ult, but will go down to the Syndra. They are going to push this tower. It looks like that will be game. Syndra will go down to the Mundo thanks to tower.
So what happens there is that she gets off a really great tidal wave. Kennen isn't there. Kennen was still top, and even though he channels his ultimate really well, there's just no other sources of damage. The Dr. Mundo doesn't do a lot. The Sejuani doesn't do a whole lot either. Now, that means the only other source of damage would be the Caitlyn, and I'm not sure if there would be enough. from the Caitlyn.
Indeed. Nice Alistar knockup coming in. Missed the come up a little bit. Kenny is going to try to come in there to stall him out. But it looks like this will be game, folks. And that is game. GG to Elyon Gaming.
So I think the next order of business is to figure out who the MVP was, correct?
Indeed, indeed. Who do you think? I want to give it to Aatrox.
Aatrox definitely smashed his lane, but does smashing lane imply that like the game was won off of Aatrox? Like I might agree with you up to finding that flank.
So
in the mid
my
lane.
main reason for Aatrox was he kept Mundo at bay. If Mundo was able to like just get ahead any way, shape, or form, like not even super ahead, but just get somewhat ahead or stay even in his lane, Mundo would have been a horrible, horrible monster for them to have to deal with. It's because they would have to not only now deal with a tanky Sejuani, but a tanky and regenerated Mundo.
I can see like more and more where you're coming from here now that you explained that, and not to mention forcing that flash at level 1 means that he definitely smashes his lane away. So you could say that he won his lane at level 1, like theoretically.
Yeah, not only like I said, like now that Mundo is so weak, like Mundo literally only had a Gargoyle Stone Plate and a Thorn Mail. Like he didn't have any real like health to kind of keep him healthy or anything like that. Didn't have his Sunfire Cape that you normally see the Mundos get right away because he couldn't buy those things right away. He had to itemize strictly for the Aatrox.
Okay, Astreus, thank you for that. Like we didn't see it because we had a spectator bug. I thought that it was forced.
Yeah. Whoops.
Like.
Okay.
Yeah, so, like, I mean, but still, like, that's a flash down.
Yeah.
Like, what I'm saying, Stone Poet, is that I am on board with you here. Like, I think, like, I agree with your logic to that point.
And with that, as far as I'm tracking, there are no other games tonight, folks. So with that, for all those that have not, please hit the follow button for our Exodus League here. And if you can't yet, but once we are able to, please sub. All proceeds will go to the quality of life of our server. And I will leave you with my favorite announcement as well. GG, good night, and don't feed in solo queue, folks.